Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So I got a bit of a messy desk, but I'm just gonna create some things. So I recently made this tag in a video where I was showing my ledger kit I put together. It's on my Ko-fi and it's free. And I had these little clusters that I had made whilst I was just having a play, and popped one on there, and I said I'd probably make a video at some point showing how I put these together, and somebody asked had I done it, and it's like, oh, so I'm doing it now. So these pictures all came from Tracie Fox's family snaps. So there's lots and lots of pictures in the kit. There's paper dolls, all sorts. It's great for, I love old photos, and it's perfect for this. So there's these sort of photos with backs, so you can sort of, you know, stick the back on, and then you've got a journaling spot, and then there's all sorts of, you know, sort of Victorian photographers, when they make cabinet cards, they had their like names at the bottom, and you can put them at the bottom. Let me show you one. I've done a couple. Let me show you rather than tell you. So there was these sort of names. I've stamped a number. I added a little eyelet on that one. This one, I just put a little interesting hole. I shrunk them down, so I've got different things on. My brain's just going. So you know, I've cut out all the different names of the photographers to put on. So they're just nice little things. Chuck them in. I thought I'd make a load up and chuck them in a vintage journal. They probably go with, you know, most themes. And then there's a load of paper dolls as well. So I split them up between the men there. We've got women, and we've got children. And I did them at different sizes. I cut them out on my Scan and Cut, so they're all sort of ready to go. And then there's sort of separate photos as well. I printed the photos on matte photo paper so that they would be, you know, nice quality. So they're sort of ready to use when I want them. So I just went mad one day and sort of printed everything. I can't remember if no, I didn't shrink them down, because that's Tracie's logo there. So yeah, so they're there in different sizes for you. So yeah, just print a load off ready. You know, it's nice to, I think it's nice to pop old photos in journals. So yeah, I shrunk these right down as well, so I've got some wee ones, and it's the little ones that I used on these. Actually, I think those are ever so slightly bigger than these, but yeah, that's what I did. So I've got these to play with, got some different ideas, and I think they go really nice on my ledger background, and then I can use that for something else. So yeah, family snaps, if you wanna check it out. So what I did was I just used my scrap box. So I've got my little, to the side of me, I've got my scraps box, so I can pick from that as I'm going, really. And I used my little tabs as well. Now this one, what I liked was I used my favorite punch. So I want to make some bigger ones because I've got some bigger tags as well, so I think they need the bigger photo, and I quite like that coming off. Oh, we're gonna have a right old crafter lunch there. So we got that nice man in his fez. So make a change to do a man. Maybe Jez, do a man. No, I'm always drawn to women. Don't know why. I do intend to do a gentleman. I like a gentleman's journal at some point. But yeah, should we do a couple? Why not, Jez? So, excuse my nails, don't look too hard. I just haven't had the time. Been a bit all over the place, being busy, not really looking after myself in that respect. Oh, I like her. Oh, I've used her there. I just love the hat and the furs and what have you. Back to a man. I like her as well. Will that do? Oh my god. I'll just chuck them all, Jez. Just chuck them all down. I've put the backs with them as well, and I've got some wee ones, so I will do some small versions as well, so you can see the difference. I'm getting loads out, and I probably won't do them all, but quite nice to have a little mass make of things. Right, so I think she'll look nice with a bit of a lacy end, because that's like a lacy dress there. So I'm going to stick that in the centre, lining it up. That is a bit centred. That'll do. There we go. And then we'll go there and go there. And I just think that gives it a nice little look. So we'll have them like that. This one I might cut down to be just square. I might cut in a little bit more. There we go. Yep, like that. Do like that. Got a scrap there. We'll have a right. I'm going to do one deckled. I've got my deckled trimmer. So we'll have some deckled edge as well. And then we've got I might do a bit of a ruler riff on that one. There we go. I think that's enough to be going on with. I've got my little, I didn't even use it. I've got this. It's from my friend Janice, Jazzle Dazzle Craft. I'll link down below to her. She does this crocheting and makes wonderful pots of different sizes. And I saw this one, and it's my favourite purple. So I went, oh, I'd like that. So, and because it's my favourite purple, I thought I'm likely to use it. And it's just to have a little bin, you know, sometimes when you're cutting, so I can cut over this and it all goes in there. And it's a bit squishy, which is great because then I can just pick it up and it can squish into a little spot on my desk. That'd be perfect. So we've got these now, and I'm going to ink round them. Is that them all? Kind of think I've done more than that, but I clearly haven't. Oh, I did a little one. Yeah, that's them, Jess, that's them. So I've inked round that one, so I'll ink round these. So I say I printed them on photo paper so that they would have really good quality. This one's not actually, this one's card. This one's photo paper. So some are on photo paper and some aren't. But you can see the difference in the quality between those two. I know they're the different sizes as well, but that's much sharper because that's been on photo paper. I mean, that's perfectly fine, but that one is an awful lot sharper. There we go. So those bits are ready. So then I've got these wee tabs and big tabs. So I quite liked the look of a tab on these. So I've got a little blue tab. Has it gone under there? I've definitely cut a blue tab out in my scooching things out of the way to turn the camera on. Must have lost it. Oh well, I won't have a blue one then. So kind of like the look of just sticking a tab in there. That makes me think I'm talking about a cigarette, but I'm not. So just glue that in place. Now I could cut it in half. Oh, I did that with those. I did. You did that thing. So I cut them in half so it's less bulk. And let me just ink that bit up. I've just got there it is. There we go. So we can just glue that in place. Stick you there. Now, let's have a blue one on there. She's got a little bit of blue on. Get me big one. A bit of blue on a dress. So there we are. So they didn't actually take me very long. I was literally just picking up bits that were on my desk. Don't matter that it's not straight. Or will that annoy me? I actually think it will annoy me. So it doesn't matter if it's not straight. And then you go and contradict yourself. Well, yes, that's what I do. There. Still a little bit unstraight, but it's all right. Now those two, I think I'm going to leave them without a tab because should I do the other half of that blue one? Oh, there. Yeah, I think I will. So there we go. So that's that bit prepared, and then I put some things behind, and this is where I kind of looked at my scraps to have some things in the background. Now I've got this really nice bit of texture, which ooh, I do like the look of that behind there. And then that goes kind of wonderful on there. Like that idea. We're holding that idea there. My boxes. at a jointy little angle, and I'm gonna lose it. So let's pull a bit in. Right, I've got a little bit of cheesecloth, got a little bit of pinkiness going on. Not sure about the pink, Jess. Neither am I. I've got some bits of texture. Some of this is from when I did the Junk Journal January challenge thing. Got a bit of that. Got a bit of that. What else might I pull in? Bit of that. Bit of tea bag there. Oh, a bit of digital from Rachel and Bella, I think. Must have been from a design team project that I was doing. I think I'm gonna just put in some music and book pages, and let's see how that goes. So mound of scraps. Quite like that bit of blue there with that does kind of go. Not with that one though. What could we do with that one? Not that one, the tea bag. Very gunky and grungy. Music. And then maybe we'll have a bit of doily. Going down underneath. Maybe a little bit over the top, that one. Something like that. Something like that. And then what other big tag have I got? I've just got one more big tag. So no, that's not going to work. Quite like her, she's got a bit blue in the background, that kind of goes with that. Yeah, but we don't want that. Maybe a little bit of pink, maybe not. I've got this little bit of texture. Maybe that bit of pink. I just play until it kind of fits right. Is what I do. And I got some made up. I mean, that was literally all I did with that one, was a bit of lace. But that can go on a smaller tag. So I've got some of these tags that's too small. It needs to be slightly bigger than that, I think. So I've got these two that are slightly bigger, so I think that might go on there. Quite like that. I think it needs something else, so I think we might have a little bit of music. To finish that off. Yep. Still not happy with this. Right, I'm going to put that one there. Oh, that's fairly nice the way that's working. Might do a bit of colouring on it. Quite like that actually. But we can do that with another quite like that. Do a bit of inking, maybe a bit of doily around the top. Ish. Right. Think that's kind of where I want them to be, apart from that one, Jez. You seriously don't like that. I don't like that bit. That's what it is. We're gonna chuck you back. Then you wouldn't know that that wasn't together. Where's that little bit of that? Slightly better. A little bit better. Yeah, I think that'll be sort of where we want to go. So I will fiddle with that one a bit more. So let's move them out of the way. And here we are with this one. So I want to put an eyelet in it. I'm going to put a little mini eyelet. So we'll do a little hole. In there. It's upside down, Jez. How did you manage that? No idea. Why are you whispering? No idea. So, get me no idea if that's the right number. Love it. Right, so let's get this stuck down. This was for a box of chocolates, I think. You know when you get the little bit of corrugated stuff separating, or you know, on top of your chocolates. And then I just ripped it apart and got this really nice bit of texture. And I think I used it in one of the prompts for Junk Journal January was texture. So I used it on that page. And then just put the scraps in my scrap box, and here we are using it. I'm gonna put a little bit of a tie in there, I think. So a bit of twine through there. About that much. Tie a wee bow. So I'm gonna tighten the knot up and down because I want the bow to sit side by side. There you go, whence that, come on. Almost lost you. Come back. All is forgiven. There we go. There we are. Love it. Love it, love it. So I'll stick you down. There we are. There we go. Loving that. So we need something in the top. I did a big bit of, I did a mass hole punch cutting out the other day. So we'll do a hole. I'm going to do it on that side because that'll be easier to find the center point, because I'm not distracted by lines on the ledger. I got some wonderful ideas the other day. My friend Juanette from Juanette's Crafty Corner, she does a quick tip Thursday, and she was showing different ideas of what to do with ledger paper, and she's got lots and lots of ledgers, and watched that and it gave me some ideas. So I've got some ideas of using the genuine sheets, as opposed to the scanned. Now I'm going to use this bit of art glitter now. It's kind of moved off. And this has got a bit of foiling on the back. So this was once some craft card with foiling, old Stampin' Up. And it was in my scrap box, and it's like, I'm never going to use the one with the shiny. So I'll cut it up. I also used some packaging. Now I think this really needs a bit of black ribbon, and I just looked to the side and there was some black ribbon, although I can't find the end. There it is. There's the end. I think that will look really good. A bit of black ribbon. Yeah, I like that. And then what we'll do is put the lids on these glues for a start, Jez. That's what we'll do. And then we'll take a bit of this. And then this will go. I've got quite a lot of ledger ephemera that I'm putting together so that I can have a ledger journal. And we'll just drop that down. There we go. First one done. So let's have a look at what else we can do. I was going to do this a little bit different, so I want the little bit of colour on this doily, so it's not as white. I'll rip a little bit at the bottom of that. So this is the corrugated cardboard that paper that you get in the middle of a corrugated cardboard. Do I need the doily? Probably don't need the doily, Jez. Maybe a little bit of lace. A little bit of lace down there might be nice. Where's my little bag of lace? Little bits of lace, Jez, that you've got down by your side. We've got some in here. I could use. Why don't we cut that little bit off? quite big, that. I do like it, but not for this. I thought that as I was getting it out, I was thinking, you're not going to like it. It is a bit thick. So let's have a little look. See in the lace drawer. A little bit better, or maybe that. Maybe that. Actually, right, just a little bit of this. Let's join together that. There we go. So let's start piecing this together. So put it on the side like that. So today was the first full day of Ed being out of hospital, and we had a visitor, so we had a little wander, showed off the delights of the city of Hull, and there are some, and I love the city actually. So we had a little walk round, and Ed had the best night's sleep he's had in a long time. And but then after going round the town, he was a bit tired, so he had a little kip. And I just heard him get up. I decided to sit in my craft desk. I did a bit of crafting. I put together a prototype for something I'm going to show later. And then I thought I'd better film something. And so I thought, oh, I know, I'll do these. So where's me? Marvellous. Do love, that was something that Juanette did. She did a bit of stenciling on the ledger paper, which always, I think, always adds a little something. Adds a layer without bulk. Let's have that straight line going straight. There we go. Now I could put another eyelet in there, or I could put a brad. You could put a brad if you actually knew where you decided brads were going to go. You decided they were going to go there, Jez. So I did. Right, so I've got some little brads here. We'll have that one. Leave you there for the moment because I might use you again. Right, so now I want to get a little hole. Get a little hole in there. There we are. Stick the brad through that. Maybe. You'll do nicely. Yeah. I like that, Jez. I like it. So have a bit of glue around here. Right. I'm going to do the top after. I'm going to do that one last. So this one is quite simple because that's one of me clusters that I'd already made. Just decided to add a bit of this. So let's just stick a bit of this on the back. So I then know where this is going. Go in there. Yep. Oh, do we want to stick a bit of another rad on there, or I could just stick a gem, although I sometimes feel so I could stick a sticky doobry on it, but I do think sometimes that unlike a card where you'd stick a sticky back pearl or something on, they're just going to sit on the shelf, and so they're not going to come off, whereas the with a tag that's going to be in a journal and possibly lifted in and out, I feel that a sticky pearl will come off. So that's not what I want to do. Right, now that, let's turn it around a bit. Yeah, that's where we want that. Yep, like that. Right, stick this lace down. That. So that's those small ones, so I've got to do another big one. I'm going to do this one because that one I'm still not. Look at the mess on here, Jez. Right, I quite like the idea of putting that on there, so I might not need the doily if I put that on there. Yeah, I like that. She definitely needs, I'm going to do her as a whole on a bow. Might put a bigger eyelet because it's a bigger one. So we can put do like having things that I can just reach for. And I've written on this A and 2. And what I need to do on the other side is write what I need for the small one. But I haven't worked that one out. Yeah, I like that. And I'm going to do a little tie on that one as well. She's done. Really like that. Right, we've got the last one. The last one that I'm a bit flummoxed with as to what we're going to do. We're going to, so she's quite pretty like that. Quite a lot going on in the background. So maybe I'll just have a bit of doily there. I quite like that. And then maybe just that, Jess. Quite simple. Yeah, like that. Think I want just a little bit of colour on this. And then I'm going to put an eyelet in the corner of this photo. Yeah, that'll do me. Right, so I realised when I turned these over to stick the thing, I hadn't backed them. So these were tea dyed, and for some reason I didn't do any dyeing on the back of them, so that needs to be done. But I'll just I'll get those done, and then I'll just add ribbons to the top so that you can see it in the pictures at the end. So that's what I've done. We've done that one and that one and that one and these two, along with my original. There. So that is some nice vintage lady tags, ledger, to go in the journal that I will make with these ledger papers, to give you some ideas of how to use the kit. So hope you like that. Stick around for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.